it's Mike from Gear Diary, looking again at the HTC WildFire and Samsung Repp. And one of the tests that I wanted to look at was how quickly do these boot up from a cold start. So let me just hit both these buttons. There is, now we have Samsung both coming on. As you can see, HTC is unlocked. I can go to, say, the market. Load the market. Oh, apparently Facebook needs an update. And so we'll allow that to update. Accept and download. And now we're up and running here. So as you can see, we're still running the media scanner, checking the internal system. Now we're up and going. So there's a rather considerable difference in the boot time. The boot time for the HTC is near instantaneous, whereas it took over a minute for the Samsung to get itself going. Hi, it's Mike from Gear Diary again, and now I wanted to take a little bit of a hands-on look at the two US Cellular free on-contract phones, the Samsung Repp and the HTC WildFire. So why don't we start with the Repp. Now the first observation, which you really won't be able to see, is I've left the plastic sheeting on. I've allowed my older son to use it, and the back plastic sheeting has already come off, and have already noticed a little scratch on the top. So this is kind of, it's plasticky. There's no way around it. It does not feel particularly robust. So it's got a very cheap feel to it. But the screen itself, it looks good, and actually it feels good. The touch screen is responsive. It works. It does a pretty good job. If you notice, as I was sliding it, the responsiveness was a little bit slow. The phone is, again, it's an intro line type phone, so you're not expecting the latest and greatest performance. 3.2-inch screen. So let's see, a couple things to look at. We can just take a look and see what apps. I'm not even sure exactly what apps I have overall. One thing to notice right away, whether or not you can see it, there's only about 200 megabytes free storage. So right now, with what we have on here, which is not really an awful lot of things, most of these are just basic internal things. At 70 used, 128 free. So coming back, and so there are things that are pre-installed, and again. You can go to Amazon App Store, go to Amazon.com as well. There are some other things. Daily Perks is pushed on all of the US Cellular devices, and it pops up some pretty decent deals local to your area. So just pop up Matt's just to get a feel for where we are, and we'll see how it does finding me, because right now it's, well, it's not quite where I am. So let's see. So it's waiting for location. And once it gets me there, apparently that was the last place it found itself, where I don't think I'm going to wait all that long. So, okay, so couldn't find my location. That's all right. We'll go back home, head to the market, open that up. Again, we're operating off of Wi-Fi. Should be noted, because we're on a roaming signal here. So I can go load up my apps and ready to update some things. Other things around include that the micro SD, the power button being on the side. I know that with the new Nexus, it's also on the side. Personally, I don't like that. That's just a personal thing. I've accidentally switched it on and off, having it be on the side. You've got a camera in the back, but no flash on that. Your USB port microphone, volume rocker, 3.5mm on the top. So now the HTC WildFire, first and foremost, the build on this I just absolutely love. The minute I took this thing out of the box, it reminded me of the HTC Flyer tablet. It's got a nice little kind of tapered interface to it, just the way that it all kicks up at the end there. It just really looks nice, and it feels solid. It's a nice smooth back, but it's just a wonderfully made phone that feels particularly durable. Similarly, you've got USB, you've got your volume rocker, 3.5mm. Your power is up top. If you notice, where's my SD card go? Well, the back is removable so that you can put it underneath very easily. Comes apart, and then it hooks. The way that it hooks back in is right there underneath your various home buttons. So bring this up and go into your home screen, and well, it's raining outside. That I can attest to. You get the weather, you get a whole number of things going on. And if you notice right away, we get it is a more responsive phone as well. It's got the HTC Sense on there, and it is quick to respond. And why don't we just why don't we do the same thing? Just head to Maps, take a look, and have it load up. And again, it's taking its own sweet time getting there. Mostly on Wi-Fi because there's basically no signal there. It's been updated, and let's see if we can find location. So for whatever reason, again, we're not in the easiest one. Actually, it immediately did find the location, and that's very close to where we should be. And if I go ahead and spread it out, yeah, actually is very nicely responsive. So that's just a quick contrast between the HTC WildFire and the Samsung Repp. And let me just unlock these two, have them side by side. Both almost identical size screen. The HTC feels like it weighs more. They weigh about the same. The Samsung is a little bit taller. They're about the same thickness. Both, considering they're free, decent phones. I will write in my review, if you can't already guess, which one I would want if I had to choose a free phone.